Hello, Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia and this is TransurfingTV. And today, a fun one of the ones that help us to get more of what we want or something that we want via our natural quality of attraction. We can attract things. We do it all the time actually, but when you do it in a controlled way, in a very intentional way, you can get more of what you want. I talk a lot about this in my Mo Money and Becoming Magnetic course. I actually have an evolved exercise that has a little more going on than just this, where you magnetize a money object or you magnetize a love object, and then these two objects pull either of those things closer to you and into your reality, and they do work. It is incredible. So I did a video a few weeks ago on remote seduction. This is essentially the basis of this as well. And this is a Vadim Zeland meditation. If you want to check out the other meditations, they are in a playlist in the playlist section. You can definitely go and have a look. But we're going to talk about today magnetizing anything in general. So whatever it is you're looking for, it could be a certain type of person, it could be a job, it could be a material object, it could be an experience, it could be an adventure, it can be whatever it is you're looking to magnetize. Before I get started, remember to like this video and comment below. My world is taking care of me to enter my daily giveaway for my reprogramming stickers. And if you would like to take Reality 2.0 teachable course, link down below. So magnetizing what you want. Well, first of all, what I want to start with and what I will end with is the value of keeping your importance levels low. So remember, when we have too much importance around having something, we actually not only acknowledge the lack of it and project that to our mirror, which sends us back like a wonky message. We also invite in balancing forces that make it a lot more challenging for us to actually have the thing. So an example would be, you really want to fall in love, but your importance levels are high and you have a lot of excess potential. So when you carry those things around with you, you emit that stuff, and this could turn somebody off, right? You could appear desperate, or same with money. Maybe you want money and your importance levels are high, you have a lot of excess potential. So when a business opportunity comes along, maybe something that's not intended for you, you're so overly zealous that you jump into something because your importance levels are high, and you get the opposite of what your intention was. Maybe you lose money. And that's why I think a lot of people, I'm not throwing shade here, law of attraction is real if you do it the right way. But a lot of people really mess themselves up in the law of attraction because they load up what they want with importance and excess potential, and they end up actually losing a lot too. So reality transurfing is sort of an insurance that you can do the thing, and then you also have this backup insurance plan that if you don't get it, you're cool, right? So dropping importance, I'm going to reiterate this before and after. Look at this as a fun exercise that you are putting yourself on a life track where the possibility of what you want exists more highly, right? Don't bank on this in a way that if it doesn't happen in your time frame, you're going to be devastated, because that will lower you onto the lower lifelines. So the first step is to choose something. Obviously, this is a big one, in acknowledging that that this thing does exist and this thing is possible for you. This is a possible variation in reality. Remember, the alternative space contains every single variation of reality you could possibly imagine, and then that doesn't even touch on it. So whatever it is that you choose, you also have to really resonate with the fact, the knowledge that that version of reality does in fact exist. That version of you having that thing does in fact exist in reality. So then you are going to visualize a slide of you having the thing, okay? This is you sensing sensing you obtaining the thing, whatever it is, how it looks, how it feels, how it sounds, how it tastes, how whatever senses are your strongest, use those to embellish the slide of you having the thing. Now for the meditation part, there's two ways of doing this. You're going to get into a meditative state. You're going to be calm. It's going to be quiet, just like you would normally meditate. And we'll start now with the Vadim Zeland version, and then I'll give you a little variation. So imagine you're going to sit quiet, calm, have some time to do this. Imagine that you have a sphere. You're like encased in an energetic sphere, like a round globe is surrounding you, and you're sitting in the center of it, okay? So you're sitting in the center of it, you think of what you want, then you start running your slide. Eyes closed, meditative position, you start visualizing having the thing, okay? Then you are going to, and I know this says create your coil, so I'll give you the variation of it, or the version that we're doing now, the sphere. You are going to connect your sphere to the alternative space. So it's almost kind of like everything outside of the sphere that's in your static reality doesn't exist, okay? It's you inside your globe, and everything outside of your globe is just like ambiguous alternative space, infinite alternative space. Again, you're not in your room, you're in the alternative space inside of this bubble, inside of this globe. So you're going to connect the globe or the sphere to the alternative space. Then you are going to envision, and I know again this is coil, so I'll give you the variation in a moment. You're going to envision that the sphere that you're in is energetically pulling this thing closer to you from the alternative space. Wherever it comes from, however it comes, it could be close, it could be far, you could see it, you could not see it, you can feel it, you could not feel it. You envision however it works for you, this thing coming closer to your sphere. And what I like to envision, and I talked about this a little bit on my fire and ice meditation, that meditation where you activate your plate after getting out of the sauna. I get into a cold body of water, and I connect my plate to the alternative space. And then I kind of like, when my heart is beating, I imagine that that's like the plate kind of like throbbing and pumping in the alternative space, sort of like bringing this thing closer, 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 and really like actually feeling it. So you do the same thing with a sphere, or it can be fixed as well. But what I've done in the past is I imagine the spheres kind of going wong, 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 and it's like actually pulsating, bringing the thing closer. Like you can really start to feel this like resonating thing, like this frequency change. It's a trip, and if you get into it, I would recommend trying it the way that I'm talking about it. It really it's a trip. It does work. Then as you're doing this, you are going to recall yourself. So you're going to kind of like be very aware of your body, how your body feels, your sensations. You're going to observe yourself, observe your thoughts, and acknowledge and recognize your feeling of being a magnetic human being in this exercise. It is very, very powerful. Then you are going to do that for as long as you feel fit, right? You can ask your higher self when to end and how frequently you should do this thing. point, your higher self will know the answer. And it could be an hour, it could be 10 minutes, you could do it once a month, you could do it every day. Your higher self has the answer to that. Please don't ask me because I don't know. And I know a lot of times when I give these sorts of exercises, people are like, well, how long do I do it for? How many days a week? I don't know. I don't know the questions. Those are your questions. Those are questions to ask your higher self, your inner observer. They've got the answers. I don't. You're going to run your slide even after the meditation. So when you move through these steps, and I'll list them below in the comments. So you could cut and paste and then print out maybe, so then you can go and sit with your piece of paper and actually the first time go through the steps one by one. But even after you do this thing, if it's an hour, you're gonna pull yourself out of it slowly. You're going to start to just kind of like bring your awareness back to your room, your static reality to reality, right? But take that slide with you and continue to play the slide. Okay, so continue to play the slide again, whatever works for you, however much time, whatever days, if it's every day, if it's an hour, if it's hours a day. I know my slides sometimes become kind of permanent until I get the thing. So it really just depends on what your practice is. Remember to keep importance low. You know, you don't load this up that you need to see this thing happen right away. I know people in my Mo Money course, a lot of them experienced the magnetizing the money object really, really fast. And within like 24 hours, they started seeing things happen. Then when people were talking about that, some others were like, well, wait a second, I didn't get it in 24 hours. You remember, reality doesn't understand. The time thing is just a human construct. It's not, forget time. Time, you're not going to put a time frame on it. So run your slide even after the meditation. And again, why this works, you are creating this space where the probability of this thing is higher. You're resonating at the frequency of having this thing. Your thoughts are in line with this thing. The first and most crucial step is that you are acknowledging that this variation of reality does in fact exist. It's very hard to have something if you either don't believe it exists or you don't know it exists. If you believe that it exists and you believe that it's for you and you believe that that's a variation of reality that you can tap into, that's your first step. Then you follow these things and actually start taking the action, which is what the law of attraction oftentimes sort of fails to touch on, right? So as you run your slide after the meditation, things will start to happen that you're resonating with, that you know are in line with you actually getting this thing. That's how it works. So to wrap it up, acknowledge that that variation of reality does in fact exist. Keep your thoughts in line with that slide. Keep your frequency in resonance with that slide, with you having that thing. Visualize and take action, right? That is how you magnetize what you want in this world. And this does work, believe it, and it will be the case. So remember, like this video and comment below. My world is taking care of me to enter my daily giveaway. Subscribe and comment and like. And thank you so much for watching my video, everyone. Bye.